Maybe it's time for you all to know all of the places we plan to go. And when our future comes to pass, you know we've got the strength to last. And when the old boys shout out loud, heads held high and they stand so.
It's there! Against all the odds! Celebrations out on the pitch!
And yeah, it's white and green, you know what I mean. And maybe the time is right for us to back our team. And maybe it's time for you all to know all of the places we plan to go. And when our future comes to pass, you know we've got the strength to last. And when the old boys shout out loud, heads held high and they stand so proud. And when the bells all ring and the boys all sing for the lads as they take the crown. So don't be down and don't be in distress. We're dancing in the streets of TNS tonight, tonight.
And what a beautiful sight I've just seen.
And yeah, it's Champions League and you know what we need. And maybe the time is right for us to find our dreams. And maybe it's time for you all to know all of the places we plan to go. And when our future comes to pass, you know we've got the strength to last. And when the old boys shout out loud, heads held high and they stand so proud. And when the bells all ring and the boys all sing for the lads as they take the crown.
Welcome everybody, welcome back to the Park Hall Stadium. I was about to say the weather's cleared up, but the heavens have truly opened up once again. But we are here today on this lovely Saturday afternoon, despite the rain, for Barry Town versus the New Saints at Park Hall Stadium. TNS are on a 6-game winning streak. The last game they didn't win was actually against today's opponents in the reverse fixture of Phase 1 of the Cumbria Premier, with a 0-0 draw away in Barry. It was a poor performance from the New Saints all round that day. Did not play their best football by any means. But today is anything but a normal day around the club, as it is Foundation Takeover Day, meaning in a couple of minutes I will be joined by Heath, who is going to be doing our co-commentary for today's match. So hopefully everybody can give him a warm welcome and wish him the best of luck, as it is his first time doing radio commentary, unsurprisingly as an 11-year-old. So we'll wish him the best of luck, but he seems a top lad, so be no issue. But he'll be joining us just after kick-off, I'd imagine, as he's just come out with the players alongside the other mini-me's for today. We have a mini manager, a mini physio, a mini fitness coach, a mini CEO, a mini press officer, and a mini referee. Hasn't got any cards, unfortunately, the mini ref, so I don't think he'll be reffing this game, but he was sent out to do the warm-up with the referee, so he's had a good day's work so far. But right now I'll just bring you the starting 11s for both sides. So number 1, Nathan Shepherd. Number 4, Dominic Cornish. Number 6, Jack Bodenham. Number 8, Ryan Brubble. Number 9, Ken Charles. Number 10 and captain Danny Redmond. Number 14, Dan Williams. Number 16, Harrison McGuy. Number 19, Ben Clark, who returns to the team. Number 22, Danny Davis. And number 77, Adam Wilson. And the Barry Town team is number 31 in goal, George Ratcliffe. Number 2, Michael George. Number 4, and captain Callum Sainty. Number 5, Ben Margetson. Number 6, Keston Davis. Number 7, Robbie Wilmot. Number 9, Ian Owen. Number 10, Ryan Kavanagh. Number 21, Ellis Williams. Number 22, Ollie Hulbert. And number 24, William Richards. So, as I'm pretty sure now all the mini-me's have left the field, and Heath will be joining us in just a second. Just as we await kick-off here, the linos are just making sure everything's okay in the centre of the pitch before we get going here at Park Hall Stadium. So, as I've just mentioned, it is Foundation Takeover Day, and we are pleasure to announce that I have a co-commentator with me today. Heath, if you'd like to say hello on the mic.
Hello, my name is Heath. The score for Exeter today is like 2-1.
He thinks 2-1 to the New Saints. I did tell him that it was a terrible result in the away fixture, so that's why he's gone so low. But TNS are in a good run of form at the moment, so we'll hope that they can perform, won't we, Heath?
Yeah, I hope we can perform well today.
So we'll just await kick-off. Heath will be our expert analyst on comms today, as he definitely knows more about this sport than I do. So we'll just await for the away side to kick off. Ryan Kavanagh will take kick-off for Barry Town. And Kavanagh kicks it all the way back to George Ratcliffe in goal for Barry Town. They're going to use this usual technique of just pumping it into the corner of the TNS half. It's been a new thing, for a new tactic implemented in football. It's very route one, as Wilmot just loses out there. Dan Williams, the makeshift right back, will take the throw in for the New Saints. And just to turn to Heath, how has your Foundation Takeover Day been so far?
It's been quite good. We've got some people to do the bin challenge, and now kick off looking good. Hope TNS can go and get a goal today.
As Danny Davis just comes away with that. His header's loose though, and he's headed it into the path of Michael George. It comes towards the big number 22, Ollie Hulbert. Puts it into the box. Looks like it's hit Redmond in the face, but he gets back up as it goes out for a throw-in. So it'll be Michael George's throw-in. He goes back into the midfield for Wilmot. Back to George. Looks to get down the wing. Good skill from the number 2 as well. He's got a bit of time to put the cross into the box and plays it against Danny Davis. So is this your first time at the New Saints, Heath, or have you been to games before?
I've been to 2 games before, one with my nan and granddad and then one with just my granddad.
And I'm going to take a wild guess this is your first time doing commentary.
Yeah, my first time.
But you're excited?
Yeah, very
Listen.
excited for today.
I'll try my best to look after you. Just don't be too good because I want to keep my job. As a cross comes in, it'll just go over the bar from the header from Callum Sainty, the captain for Barrytown. So it'll be a goal kick for the New Saints as Nathan Shepherd just rolls it into his 6-yard box. TNS will look to play short here again as they usually do. Bothernham goes down to Danny Davis. Davis being pressed by Michael George. It's cleared first time by Bothernham. Brought down well by the number 24, William Richards, as Adam Wilson looks to close down Ratcliffe, who's forced to kick it into the middle of the park. It's cleared again by Williams and cleared back into the pitch by Davis, but it's brought down by Callum Sainty in midfield. Gets it down to Michael George, who goes long at the wing, but it's intercepted by Danny Davis. Davis is loose pass though, given away, and Michael George picks up possession again for the away side. Sainty tries to play it in. It's hit Redmond in the face again. Some big punishment for Danny Redmond early on in the game, as the number 21 Ellis Williams at left back looks to take on Dan Williams, but instead he's forced to go back to Keston Davis. He's forced back into the penalty area for his goalkeeper Radcliffe. Plays it short to Margetson. Margetson goes long, looking for Hulbert, headed down by Jack Bothernham, and now Danny Redmond has the ball in midfield for the New Saints, the skipper. Goes to Ryan Brobble. Brobble to Davis. Davis to Bothernham. Bothernham to Maguire, and it's switched out to Dan Williams. Williams goes up the line looking for the run of Adam Wilson, but it's going to be intercepted by Keston Davis, a big centre half, the number 6. Goes up to the halfway line. Maguire leaping with Hulbert. Hulbert managed to win the flick on towards Ian Owen, just on the left side now. He plays it first time up to Hulbert again, but Bothernham will get there and put it out for the second Barrytown corner of the game. Say the away side have started well in the opening 3 or 4 minutes or so, haven't they, Heath?
Yeah, it started pretty good and got a few corners, and then hope they don't score now.
As you can tell, Heath is definitely not itching for TNS to win this game. Very neutral, as am I. So it'll be Ryan Wilmot to take this corner. And it'll go towards the back post. Header's won by Barrytown, but it'll go over the bar from Keston Davis and be another goal kick to the New Saints, and just allows them to get out here. But Barrytown have started well. They started really aggressively in the away fixture, and it looks like more of the same here. So Danny Davis has it at left back, but he's forced to put it out for a throw-in. Now it's with Callum Sainty, who stepped into midfield, to Wilmot. Wilmot to Margetson. Margetson up the line towards Michael George. Likes to attack from full-back the right back, and he's forced to go back to his central defender. Now with Keston Davis. Davis goes long, looking for the overlap of Williams, but he can't find him, and it'll go out for another goal kick. Opening 5 minutes here, Heath. I'd say TNS haven't started that brightly, as in terms of in possession. What would you say?
No, they haven't got that much possession, but soon I really hope they get more possession and hope they get a goal soon.
Up to Ken Charles, who wins the first header. Michael George intercepts though, goes back to Richards. He falls back to George Ratcliffe, who's got time to clear the ball here, the Barrytown goalkeeper. Goes over the halfway line, Hulbert jumping, wins the first flick on. Second ball won by Jack Bothernham. Third ball won by Michael George, but it looks like there's been a foul on the TNS captain by Kavanagh. It has, and it'll be a free kick for the New Saints. I apologise for any language you heard from underneath me. I'm saying that to Heath and the viewers out there. But Heath is a Shrewsbury Town supporter, so I'm sure he's heard a lot worse this season. He's just nodding in agreement to me. So Cornish drops in deep just to receive the pass short. Switches it out to Dan Williams, the makeshift right back. To Maguire. Maguire being pressed by Ian Owen, so he's forced to go back to his goalkeeper. Shepherd to Cornus. Cornus inside to Redmond. Redmond, first time back to Mackay. Mackay to Dan Williams. Williams to Mackay. Played inside to Ben Clark. Clark goes back to Mackay, and he plays it across his back line to Jack Bodden, who just cuts it back to Mackay. You can just see TNS starting to get a bit more possession, aren't they, Heath? They're starting to come into the game a little bit more. What would you say?
Yeah, the Barrytown's losing possession a bit there, and TNS are gaining it. They should. I hope they push off and get into the goal. And yeah.
Back to Cornus in midfield now in the centre circle in the Barrytown half. Good turn in midfield from Ben Clark, but his second touch is loose and it's been allowed to be cleared by Margitson. But TNS have a throw in now. Looks like the linesman has actually given it the opposite way. Not too sure about that. But it'll be a throw in for Barrytown. I can hear below me that Craig Harrison isn't too happy about that. So it's thrown up, headed on by Ian Owen. Now Bothenham to win possession back for the New Saints. Danny Davis, though, being pressed by Holbert. Gets it back to his centre-back, though. And now Bothenham goes long, looking for the run of Dan Williams' overlap. Looks like he's put a little bit too much on it, but Dan Williams managed to keep it in and play it against Williams for Barrytown, but his clearance is only as far as Dominic Cornus, who switches it out to the left wing for Brobble. Brobble, lovely reverse step over to get away from Michael George. Goes down the line for the overlapping Danny Davis. He can get a ball into the box with his left foot. Headed into the back post. It's bouncing everywhere, and George Ratcliffe will come to claim it. Good chance there for TNS, though, wouldn't you say, Heath? Just starting to come into the game a little bit more.
Yeah, good chance there. Maybe next time we'll get a goal. Real hope they do.
But as we say that now, Barrytown are just starting to mount a counter-attack of their own. It goes out for a throw-in on this near side, but it looks like it's been given the TNS way. So now, Bothenham into Mackay. Just in the TNS area now as they regain possession of the ball. Dan Williams goes back to Mackay. Now Bothenham. Now Danny Davis gives the ball away. Holbert's on the interception, but Davis does well to track back and win it back. As Kavanagh will press Shepherd. He goes short to Davis. Inside into the midfield for Redmond. Redmond switches it well for Dan Williams. And now TNS can get on the attack themselves. Into Cornus into Ben Clark, who's fouled by Keston Davis. And a free kick to the New Saints. Cornus will take it quickly and switch it out to Danny Davis. Davis inside to Brobble. 3 yellow shirts round him, so just pressed off the ball there. Now Holbert goes back to Michael George. George, drop of the shoulder to get away from Ken Charles. Inside to Margitson. He puts it into Ryan Wilmot in midfield. Cuts it back to his goalkeeper Radcliffe. Williams plays it forward to Yino, and he plays it first time on to Wilmot, but Harrison Mackay's read that well, and we'll get it back to his goalkeeper. So the ball switched by Harrison Mackay. Danny Davis wins it. He cuts it back to Bothenham, being pressed by Holbert. Bothenham to Davis. Davis goes back to his goalkeeper. And what do you think of the two sides to start in the opening 10 minutes, Heath?
It's been kind of an even possession. Barrytown have had it a bit more. TNS had a few chances, but yeah, they should get a goal in a few minutes, I hope.
Now Ben Clark in the centre circle for TNS. Plays it forward to Redmond. Redmond, there's a wide ball if you can see it, and he does find Danny Davis as well, overlapping on the left-hand side, being held up by Michael George one-on-one. Cuts it back to Brobble. Brobble inside to the midfield for Redmond on the edge of the box now. Goes back outside to Danny Davis. Davis puts a cross into the box. Ken Charles trying to win the header. It's just too far for him. And Callum Sainty will clear. Bothenham wins it. His header's loose and Callum Sainty will get back onto it. Redmond pressing him. There's a bit of a size difference between the two captains, but Redmond's given as much as he can. Wilmot plays it forward. Now Barry Town have a bit of a counter-attack on. Hulbert switched it out wide to Wilmot. Sorry, it's Williams. Apologise. Dan Williams reads it well though and wins it back. And now Corners plays it on to Dan Williams. Williams first time into the midfield for Adam Wilson. To the left wing for Brobble. Lovely skill to get past Michael George. And can he deliver? He does. Ken Charles wins the first header to the back stick. Big chance from Dan Williams, but it's blocked by Barry. Cleared only as far as Corners. And now TNS have possession of the ball again. What did you think of that chance, Heath?
It was a real good chance there. I real thought they were going to score. Real disappointing they didn't, but they might now. So, yeah.
So now it's with Corners on the left, the right wing area in the TNS attacking third. Inside, Dan Williams puts a cross in with his weaker left foot, headed away by Barry, headed further by Kavanagh. Redmond picks up the loose ball. Now Danny Davis gets it down to Ryan Brobble. Brobble forced back to Bodenham, who's pushed on at centre-back. Bodenham got a lot of shirts around and gets it out wide back to Brobble. Good pass from the number 6. Brobble goes to shoot from distance and it just goes wide. Do you think currently TNS are just trying to force the issue a little bit in the opening 15 minutes or so?
They are trying really hard to score, but they're just trying a bit too hard. They need to get it passed round and get a good opportunity, not just trying.
So you'd say just a little bit more patience in their build-up would be good?
Yeah, a little more patience. Don't just hitting and hoping. So should just try and get an open opportunity and try and score.
So Williams' clearance for Barry is loose, but he's managed to win a throw-in out of it off Dominic Corners' poor touch. So it's thrown by Ellis Williams into Callum Sainty. Sainty goes back to Margetson. Margetson's being pressed by Ken Charles. Now it's up the line by him, up to Michael George, inside to Callum Sainty, who's playing more of a centre mid position now today. Margetson goes first time back to Richards, who gets the ball under control in the 18-yard box for Barry. Now Wilmot on to Williams. Forward by him into Kavanagh, but it's intercepted by Jack Bodenham, and Redmond can gain possession back for the New Saints. And now they have a little bit of a breakaway here as Michael George been cut out of position, but he's got back quickly to Brobble. Brobble goes inside to Ben Clark. Clark cuts past Ryan Wilmot, but he hasn't really got any options on the right-hand side, so he's forced to go back to Corners. Corners to Redmond. Redmond to Brobble. Brobble out wide to Danny Davis. Davis got time to put a cross in here. Puts it onto the penalty spot. Ken Charles jumping. It's onto the edge of the box. Bodenham's on the spare ball. Cut from Corners back to Bodenham. He spreads it out wide to Davis again. Davis first time to Brobble. Brobble puts it into the back post. Headed away by Keston Davis, but only as far as Danny Redmond, who picks the loose ball up in midfield and spreads it back out wide to Davis and to get the attack on again for the New Saints. Danny Davis is forced to go back to the halfway line, but it's a bit of a loose pass. Dominic Corners is there to recover luckily. Just how lucky was Danny Davis there for the interception coming from Hulbert?
They're real lucky. That interception could have... Our goalkeeper was real far out then. That interception could have cost us a goal there.
So now Bodenham to Davis. Davis to Bodenham. Bodenham to Adam Wilson, who's got a little bit of space now far away from goal. Into Corners. Corners to Bodenham. Bodenham to Brobble. Barry defending well here. They've just their you'd say their shape out of possession is very good, wouldn't you, Heath, in terms of how compact they are defensively?
Yeah, they're real good in defence, but like I said, when we passed back to our keeper before that, they couldn't get that interception. They're real focusing on defending and trying to stop us from getting that goal.
Adam Wilson cuts it from distance, gets a shot away, but it's right into the hands of George Ratcliffe. But that goes to your point, Heath, in terms of that shot from distance. The TNS are just trying to force the issue a little bit too much, aren't they, at the moment? Kavanagh gets there first ahead of Bodenham. Hulbert tries to flick it on to Michael George, who might be through on goal here. He's got a bit of space. He's a bit wide. Has to put a cross in. It's a free shot for Hulbert, and it's a good save from Nathan Shepherd. And he's done well to hold on to it, the TNS goalkeeper as well. Just how close was that to a TNS going 1-0 down?
That was real close in my opinion. That was a great save by our goalkeeper there.
But long ball to Ben Clark now. TNS on the attack this time. There's a free ball on the left-hand side if you can see it. Brobel's got a little bit of space. Accusations for handball, but not given by the referee. As Brobel cuts inside, finds Adam Wilson. Wilson gets past Keston Davis. Can he get it back onto his stronger left foot? He's forced just to play it out wide instead. Corners onto Davis, but he's put a bit too much on it. Clark will finish it, but it's ball had been deemed out of play before they got there. We'll just go back to that previous chance for Barry Townheath. Just how good of a save was it from Nathan Shepherd?
That was a real good save there. I thought that was going in and we were going to go 1-0 down, but no, great goalkeeping there.
So Ratcliffe playing 1-2s with his defenders here, eventually clears it up to the halfway line, goes over Redmond's head, and now Bodenham's got a race on with Yaino, and he gets there first. Owen won't give up on the ball though, as Shepherd's forced to clear it. Good flick on from Ben Clark, but no one's there to sweep to go through on goal, and it'll be played comfortably back to Ratcliffe by Richards. So Ratcliffe's clearance is long. Flicked on by George, but no one's there, and Bodenham can get the possession back for TNS. Bodenham. Now Davis into Ken Charles. Plays the 1-2 with Davis. Out wide to Brobel. Good tackle from Kavanagh though. Kavanagh's clearance up to Hulbert. Good interception from Bodenham though. And now Brobel has a second ball. Ken Charles. A few step overs from him. Cuts inside. Gets to the edge of the box for Danny Davis. Good turn from him, and TNS have a really good free kick in a dangerous position here, don't they, Heath?
Yeah, we might get a goal here because that was real good, but their defence, like I was saying, is real good, so they might stop this.
As we can see, the free kick here just over 20 yards away from goal. Got Cornus, the left footer, stood over it, and Ryan Brobel, the right footer. What foot would you go with here? Would you say a left footer or a right footer?
Well, I'm right footed, so I'd go complete right, but I don't know.
I'd agree with you. I think the angle does suit the right footer, and we know Ryan Brobel's got a good free kick on him, but we'll wait and see here. Brobel with the free kick, puts it in. Looked like he got a touch from the goalkeeper there just to make sure it went over. I think it was going over the bar anyway, wasn't it though, Heath?
Yeah, it looked like it was, but you never know. But he did get a touch on it, so didn't go 1-0 up.
Say safe goalkeeping from George Ratcliffe, just to make sure.
Yeah.
So, first corner of the game for the New Saints. It'll be Ryan Brobel with the in-swinger. Plays it short to Cornus. Cornus 1-2 with Brobel. He can get the ball back into the back post. Davis heads it back across goal. Scorpion kick attempt from Ben Clark, but it's blocked by Barry Town and cleared away to the halfway line for Redmonds. Cornus spreads it. Ryan Brobel one-on-one with George now on the left side. Cuts inside, puts it into the back post. Bodenham with the header, and it is 1-0 to the New Saints. Just how good was that goal?
That was a great goal there. Even though their defence have been great, we still managed to go 1-0 up to Barry Town. Great goal there from TNS, up the Saints.
And what do you think of the quality of ball from Ryan Brobel to set the chance up to the back stick for Jack Bodenham to score?
That was such a good pass in there. Great chance just for him to boot it in there. Well now.
You can see the replay here. Ryan Brobel cuts inside on his right foot, whips it into the back stick, and it's in that corridor of uncertainty where the goalkeeper can't come and claim it. And Barry Town just fall asleep at the back for Jack Bodenham to head it in at the back stick and put TNS 1-0 up. Just how good was that move from TNS, Heath?
That was a real good, he proper cut that in there, and then great header.
The biggest thing is that Heath has seen a goal on his first time of commentating. Last time these two teams played, it was 0-0, and I'd have been gutted for you if we didn't get a goal, but luckily we have. So it is now 1-0 to the New Saints just before the 21st minute of time here at Parkhall Stadium. Great header from Jack Bodenham, I think has just grabbed his third goal of the season. Still a bit unsure about his goal against Bala. He's claimed it, but I will show I will show Heath a replay of that on my phone in a second to see if he thinks it was an own goal or a normal goal. But now Barrytown have a throw-in into Wilmot. Played back to the halfway line for Richards. Richards to Margetson. Margetson to George. George plays it back to Margetson, who goes long looking for Holbert's run. Looks like it's come off the TNS man, Bodenham. It has, and it goes out for a throw-in here on the near side. So now, Yainone with the ball. Goes back to Keston Davis. Davis to Sainty. Now it's with Keston Davis on the left side. Goes inside to Yainone. Gets the ball stuck under his feet there though, Owen. Now it's back to Wilmot. Back on the halfway line for Richards now. Richards to Margetson. Goes to right back, George, back to Margetson, who's being pressed by Ken Charles. Now it's back with Ratcliffe, the goalkeeper for Barrytown. So Ratcliffe goes, his goal kicks over the halfway line. Davis jumping with George. George gets there first though. Sainty can get the possession of the ball and drive forward for Barrytown. Gets it out wide to Ellis Williams, and he'll deliver across into the box. Free header for Yainone, but he just heads it over the bar. Another big chance for Barry, wasn't it, Heath?
Yeah, that was real lucky it went over the bar then. If they had scored 1-1, wouldn't have been good for us.
You have to say as well, Barrytown are still a very dangerous side against TNS, wouldn't you, Heath? You can see them creating chances.
Yeah, they're creating loads of chances, almost getting it in, and yeah, they've been great defence as well.
As we say that, Barry just win possession off of Ken Charles. Richards now back to Keston Davis. Now it's with Margetson. He goes long, looking for the run of Holbert, headed away by Bodenham. The seconds is won by Sainty as he battles with corners. Now it's with Wilmot. Wilmot switches the ball out to Williams. Williams looks to beat Dan Williams, gets across into the box in the end. It's in that corner of uncertainty. It's another good chance for Barrytown, cleared by Jack Bodenham. Despite having the lead, Heath, you'd say that Barrytown have probably had the better chances in this game.
Yeah, like I've said, they've had a few chances, but Barrytown have had quite a lot of challenges. I'm surprised they haven't scored one yet, but they might do here.
As we say, they might do here from this Ryan Wilmot corner. Wilmot's corner onto the centre circle, headed away by Bodenham, headed further away by Adam Wilson. Now George gets it back out to Wilmot, who can cut across back into the box. There's a lot of bodies in there. Looks like they're claiming for a foul, no. It was Richards who went down, but nothing given by the referee, and Redmond picks up the loose ball. Plays it out wide to Adam Wilson in his pink boots. Skips past Williams. He's got a lot of men round him though, and he gives the ball away, and now Yainone can come away with it. Picked up by Holbert, but Adam Wilson's done well to track back. And now TNS have possession once again. Now Bodenham to Davis. Davis to Bodenham. Bodenham back to Harrison Mackay. He'll spread it to Dan Williams. Now it's back to Mackay. To Cornus. Cornus back to Mackay. Dan Williams back to Harrison Mackay. It's just, you'd say TNS have been a bit more patient in possession now, wouldn't you, Heath?
Yeah, patient. Like I said before, they were just hitting and hoping, but now they're taking good patience. Hopefully they can push up, take it slow, and then get a goal in again to get us 2-0 up.
Now Cornus with the ball. Cornus to Brobble. Brobble first time into Ken Charles' feet. Can he get the ball down? He's got a lot of yellow shirts around him, but he's done well to play it out wide to Ryan Brobble. And now the winger has a little bit of space. Go one-on-one with Michael George again. Brobble, nice little bit of skill. Gets it into the box. There's a massive free header from Adam Wilson, who looked to have almost missed an open goal there, didn't he, Heath?
Yeah, it was a massive open goal then, but he just headed over the goal and straight into the stands.
You just see the replay here. Probble just dancing with Michael George, does really well to get past the fullback. Puts a really good ball into the back stick. I don't think Adam Wilson realised how much time he had, did he, Heath?
No, he had quite a lot of time there. If he would have got a better cross, he could have proper headed it in there, not on top of his head out.
Adam Wilson just failing to get under the ball, heads it over. I don't think he realised quite how much space he had at the back post. And it remains 1-0 to the New Saints as we just hit the 27th minute of time here. Redmond into Clark. Clark tries the back heel, but Wilmot intercepts. Gets it up to Owen. Owen goes long looking for the runner Holbert, who's got beyond Harrison Mackay, but he's very wide at the moment. He needs support from his teammates. Holbert, few step overs. Gets it into the box, cleared by Bodenham. Dan Williams picks up possession, goes to Ben Clark. Clark fouled by, looks like Kavanagh on the edge of the TNS box, and it'll be a free kick to the New Saints. Now it's with Harrison Mackay at the back for TNS. Mackay to Shepherd. Sorry for any language you heard from the dugout underneath us. As the ball's cleared up to Ken Charles. Charles tries to get it down, but Margerson intercepts, and now it's with Richards. Richards will let Keston Davis clear it. Looked like Ian Owen was offside, and the referee does raise his flag eventually. It'll be a free kick for all the New Saints. So free kick taken quickly by Redmond to Mackay. Mackay into midfield for Cornus. Cornus looking for an option here. Goes to Redmond. Redmond goes long, looking for the run of Ken Charles. He's going to battle Richards here. Richards gets there first and was able to clear it, but it's more up rather than out. It's going to go for a throw in here, and it does for the New Saints. So throw-in's taken back to the halfway line for Bodenham to Harrison Mackay. Mackay back to Bodenham. Bodenham into midfield. Good touch from Cornus. Out wide to Adam Wilson on the right wing. Drops his shoulder, goes to Cornus in midfield. Cornus clips one over the top to Danny Davis. Davis being held up by George here on the byline. Goes back to Brobble, but he's put it just behind the number 8, and Brobble's forced to go back to the halfway line. As you said, Heath, you can just see that there's a lack of patience in the TNS build-up at some points in this game. They're a little bit sloppy in possession, would you say?
Yeah, they're not really just waiting to get the ball. They're just hitting each other and hope they don't get it. But their defence has been really good towards that, stopping it.
And as you said, the Barry Town defence has been very good. Do you think it's the shape that the manager's got them in during the first half an hour of this game, just to keep TNS from playing football, really?
Yeah, they've just got a real good shape to just keep us from getting towards their goalie.
But as we said, Bromwell puts the ball into the front post, headed away by Margetson, and it'll be a throw in here for the New Saints. So Corner switches it onto Dan Williams. Williams back to Adam Wilson. Now it's back on the halfway line with Mackay. Mackay into Williams' feet. Williams has a little bit of space in midfield here. Goes out wide to Adam Wilson. Wilson will look to use his skills to get past Keston Davis. A lot of step overs from him. It's a good run from Adam Wilson. This onto the edge of the box. Continues to go as well. Gets his shot away eventually, and it just goes wide. And that just goes back to your point, Heath. I'm just saying they're trying to force the issue a little bit too much.
Yeah, like I said, they were just grouping around him. He had no space to pass, so he was all grouped around him and just got the ball off him, and he had to kick it out.
In this opening 31 minutes or so, Heath, which players have really stood out for you for the TNS?
They've all been really good, to be honest. Like, we had all our good chances. They were again quite good defence, even though Barry Town have had quite got a lot of chances.
So, goal kick just over the halfway line. Dan Williams gets there though. Now it's with Ben Clark. Good tackle from Williams though. So, now it's with Michael George on the right side for Barry Town. He can drive over the halfway line with Brobble tracking him. And he's cuts it back to Wilmot. Wilmot to Margetson. Margetson all the way back to centre-back Richards. And now it's with George Ratcliffe. Margetson coming forward for Barry Town. Goes back to Kavanagh. Kavanagh's forced again back to his centre-back Richards. You'd say TNS's shape has also been pretty good, Heath, in terms of not letting Barry Town break away with the ball quickly.
Yeah, like I said, Barry Town have been real good pressing, but like they've all been passing and then they've had to just go back.
So now it is back with Barry Town goalkeeper Ratcliffe. His clearance into the midfield brought down by, looks like Kavanagh. Wilmot will go long, looking for the run of Ian Owen, but Harrison Mackay's there to sweep up. Bit of a hospital pass from Mackay, but he gets away with it and plays a 1-2 with his goalkeeper. Now it's back with Ben Clark. It looks like there's been a foul from Callum Sainty, and it'll be a free kick to TNS just inside of their own half, which they take quickly, and now Corners can come away with the ball. He goes to Redmond. Redmond to Davis. Davis plays it into Ken Charles' feet, but the pass is behind him and it's intercepted by Richards, but his pass is loose into the midfield. Callum Sainty wins the 50-50, however, and now Barry Town can get on their way as Ian Owen has a little bit of space in the left wing. So Owen's got a lot of 2 green and white shirts around him, and he's eventually smothered by Williams and Mackay, and TNS come back away with possession as Adam Wilson plays a lovely ball out wide to Ryan Brobble, but it's a good recovery tackle from Margetson to stop TNS from having a counter-attack, and now Barry Town with the possession again. Kavanagh. Back to Radcliffe, but Keith has to be quick as Ken Charles was closing that ball down, and his goal kick is long. All the way back to Nathan Shepherd. He plays it into midfield for Corners. So, Corners to Adam Wilson. Wilson out wide to Brobble. Now Brobble has a little bit of space here to cut inside. Continues to his space for Dan Williams. Gets a first time shot on the edge of the box, blocked by Ellis Williams. Now back inside to Wilmot. And now, how would you say the last 5 minutes or so have been for TNS, Heath, in terms of possession of the ball?
They've had quite a lot of possession, but so have Barry Town. It's been a pretty even game so far. And just then, like, that was a very good shot, but like I've been saying, their defence has just been so good to block all of our shots and stuff.
Just as he says that, make an interception, however, Dan Williams' pass is on to Adam Wilson, who can cut inside and get a shot away. It's blocked well again by Keston Davis. The 50-50 in midfield. Redmond wins the first one, on to Ben Clark. He goes to Dan Williams. Williams out wide to Brobble. He cuts inside. Brobble now to Danny Davis, who's overlapping from left back. Davis back to Redmond in midfield. Redmond through ball to Ryan Brobble. Brobble's shot takes a big deflection, and Barry Town will clear their lines. And it'll go out for a throw in here. So throw in is taken back to the centre circle area for Jack Bodenham. Bodenham switches it out wide to Dan Williams on the right side. Williams to Mackay. Mackay to Bodenham. Bodenham out to Danny Redmond. Redmond, little drop of the shoulder from him, gets it out wide to Dan Williams. Williams on to Adam Wilson now on the right hand side. He'll look to go past Ellis Williams. Good run from him, cuts it back to the 6-yard box, and it's cleared by George, but only as far as Dan Williams. His shot is originally blocked, and he's forced to go back to Harrison Mackay. Mackay now on to Redmond. Redmond cuts it over the top to Adam Wilson. First time header, and it's such a good chance. Just what did you think of that chance, Heath? How good of a header was that?
That was a great header there, but no, we need to just get it more on target. And we could have had loads more chances there and loads more passes, but they're just real good at intercepting and defending.
Just so close from Adam Wilson getting his first goal back from returning to the club in the last couple of weeks. Not known for his heading ability, Adam Wilson, but he did really well to get anything on that at all. So ball's over the halfway line by Ratcliffe, headed down by Bodenham. Sainty wins the second ball. Corners wins the third ball. It's a bit of table tennis in the midfield. Cleared by Keston Davis. Won by Danny Davis. Ken Charles strong to try and hold off Richards, but he gets there, the Barry Town man, eventually. And it's cleared forward by Kavanagh. It's actually a really good ball from him onto Hulbert. Hulbert being held up by Harrison Mackay. And Harrison Mackay eventually concedes the corner. And this will just allow Barry Town a chance to get the ball back into the box, won't it, Heath?
Yeah, I real hope they don't score there and go even with us. I real hope we can get at least 2-0, like 2-1 if they score now.
So it'll be another corner kick from Wilmot into the penalty area now. Bouncing everywhere. Barry Town can't get a connection on it. Kavanagh hits a volley back into the box. The back heel from Keston Davis. It's still not clear from TNS. Now it's eventually cleared by Dom Cornish. Just what did you think of that, Heath? Just a little bit of sloppy defending there from TNS not to fail to get the ball away, wasn't it?
Yeah, they could have got that way sooner if they'd have just got to the ball straight away and got it away.
But as we're saying that now, Callum Saty's just gone down with a little bit of an injury here, the Barry Town captain. Not sure if he needs treatment yet or not. Didn't really see what caused the injury. I think it was from the follow-through from Cornus. But while we're just having this break in play, what have you thought so far as we approach the 39th minute, Heath?
I mean, it's been pretty even play today. Like, Barry Town have been great for pushing, but their defence has just been amazing to stop us getting passes through in their box and goals. But also, we've been amazing in our defence and haven't let any goals in yet. Hopefully we don't.
So good news on the gantry here is that Manchester United have just scored against Sunderland. So me and Heath, as definitely not Manchester United fans, are very happy, aren't we?
Yeah, very happy there. Man United, well done for scoring.
But we're completely not Manchester United fans, as I said. So now it's with Hulbert. Hulbert to Wilmot. Wilmot's forced to go back to Richards. Richards back to Wilmot, and there's a little bit of space for Ellis Williams on the left-hand side, which he finds. Sorry, Keston Davis rather. Now it's Hulbert. Hulbert just sandwiched between Ben Clark and Dominic Cornish, and now TNS can get on their way after a good pass from Clark into Ryan Brobble. Clark's continued his run here. It looks to be through on goal. His touch is poor, but it's to the back post for Ken Charles. He's on his weaker foot, cuts inside on his right foot, gets a shot away, and it's blocked by Barry, but it's not quite clear yet as Ryan Brobble has it on the edge of the box. Pressed by Kavanagh. Brobble gets it out to Cornus. Cornus, his pass is intercepted by Williams. And what did you think there? Did you think Ken Charles should have gone with his weaker foot on his left, or do you think it was the right decision to try and cut in?
No, he just had a real good chance with his left, but he is stronger with his right, but he had a chance with his left, so he should have just gone for it.
I agree with you. He should have just, I think he took way too much time in trying to cut inside on his stronger right foot. Well, as a centre forward, you think you should just take the pop shot with your left. So, Danny Davis has come forward with the ball. Goes back to Bodenham. Shepherd. To Redmond. Redmond onto Cornus. Bodenham now. Out to Danny Davis. Now it's out to Brobble. Brobble to Jack Botherham. Now it's back with Botherham. Botherham plays a pass into midfield to Ken Charles now. Charles being pressed and he eventually gives the ball away to Michael George. Now Kavanagh on to Callum Sainty. Sainty out wide to Michael George. His long ball over the top, looking for Ian Owen. Jack Botherham's tracked him well though. And it's good defending from the TNS number 6 as they come back with the ball. Like you said, Heath, TNS have defended really well in this game for the majority of it. Just been a few sloppy spells, but overall, do you think the two centre-backs, Maguire and Botherham, have dealt with the threat of Hulbert so far?
To be honest, they've been really good so far defending, but there has been a few mistakes in there that could have cost us a goal.
So now Adam Wilson cuts in from the right-hand side, puts a ball into the back post now. Poor clearance from Michael George, but he's pulled out of it by his teammate Margetson, who clears it up out of the box. But now Ryan Brobble has it on the left wing, being held up by Kavanagh. And it's a lovely skill from Brobble to get past him. And he just plays it. It looks like he tried to play it against Kavanagh, but he's given away a goal kick instead as it came back off Ryan Brobble. So it's a goal kick for Barrytown. And Ratcliffe's goal kick is long, up to Ellis Williams, who flicks it on. Second header won by Corners, headed back by Williams. And now Kavanagh has it in the middle of the park. Big 50-50 between him and Redmond, who stayed down the TNS captain. Looks to be in some pain, but he's going to get back up to his feet. Through ball played by Michael George, who just shows his frustration there. He just doesn't get it right. And now TNS have possession of the ball again. Maguire switches it. So Ken Charles holding it up on the centre circle here, and now it's back to Botherham. And as we approach half-time, firstly, how have you enjoyed your first half ever of commentating?
It's been real good. I've been real confused though, because they've just been all defence, but real good up front as well, so I couldn't tell how they've been playing.
Trust me, you get used to it on this job regularly. But we'll give a lot of credit to Heath. He's commentated really well. I wouldn't have expected this to be his first 45 minutes. I hope he's not too good, because I still really want to keep my job. But as I say that, Danny Davis attacking down the left-hand side, puts it in. Ken Charles brings it down in the box, gets it onto Redmond. Redmond first time into Ben Clark. Really good pass. Clark gets his shot away, takes a deflection. Ben Clark picks up the second ball, but Sainty's in front of him, and it'll be cleared by Barrytown. 30 seconds of normal time in this half. Yet to see how much added time there'll be from the fourth official, as Danny Davis cuts inside here to Redmond. Redmond out wide to Brobble. He puts it into the box, headed away by Margetson. Headed further by Michael George. Brobble has the loose ball now though. And there's just going to be 1 minute of added time in this first half. Now it's with Ian Owen. Ian Owen tries to nutmeg down Williams, but Adam Wilson will come away with it. Corner switches it to the left-hand side to Redmond, who's found position on the left midfield area now. Puts a deep cross into the box. Ratcliffe's going to come out and claim it, and he does well, the Barrytown goalkeeper. What would be your summary of this half, Heath, as we just approach half-time?
It's been a real even game, like I've said. TNS, they've made a few mistakes in their defence, but they've also been really good. Just like Barrytown, they've let in a goal, but they've been solid in defence other times.
I would agree with your analysis, Heath. I think for this first half, Barrytown have been very good, except for the mistake at the back for the goal. I think Ellis Williams should have done better to pick up his man at the back post. But it's a really good ball, wasn't it, from Ryan Brobble to allow Jack Botherham to put the home side in front as we have just hit half time here. As I said, it is 1-0 to Barrytown. Sorry, it's 1-0 to TNS thanks to a goal from Jack Botherham. But that's all that separates the sides. But you will catch up with me and Heath just in 15 minutes, so do not go anywhere.
Can I especially remind everyone that only those authorised are allowed on the pitch at any time. Please note that it is a criminal offence for any spectator to enter the field of play at any time before, during or after a match.
It's there! Against all the odds! Celebrations out on the pitch!
And yeah, it's white and green, you know what I mean. And maybe the time is right for us to back our team. And maybe it's time for you all to know all of the places we plan to go. And when our future comes to pass, you know we've got the strength to last. And when the old boys shout out loud, heads held high and they stand so proud. And when the bells all ring and the boys all sing for the lads as they take the crown. So don't be down and don't be in distress. We're dancing in the streets of TNS tonight, tonight.
And what a beautiful sight I've just seen.
And yeah, it's Champions League and you know what we need. And maybe the time is right for us to find our dreams. And maybe it's time for you all to know all of the places we plan to go. And when our future comes to pass, you know we've got the strength to last. And when the old boys shout out loud, heads held high and they stand so proud. And when the bells all ring and the boys all sing for the lads as they take the crown. So don't be down and don't be in distress. We're dancing in the streets of TNS tonight, tonight. And don't be down and don't be such a mess. We're dancing in the streets of TNS tonight, tonight.
Against all the odds! Celebrations out on the pitch!
So don't be down and don't be in distress. We're dancing in the streets of TNS tonight, tonight.
It's there! Against all the odds! Celebrations out on the pitch!
And yeah, it's white and green, you know what I mean. And maybe the time is right for us to back our team. And maybe it's time for you all to know all of the places we plan to go. And when our future comes to pass, you know we've got the strength to last. And when the old boys shout out loud, heads held high and they stand so proud. And when the bells all ring and the boys all sing for the lads as they take the crown. So don't be down and don't be in distress. We're dancing in the streets of TNS tonight, tonight.
And what a beautiful sight I've just seen.
And yeah, it's Champions League and you know what we need. And maybe the time is right for us to find our dreams. And maybe it's time for you all to know all of the places we plan to go. And when our future comes to pass, you know we've got the strength to last. And when the old boys shout out loud, heads held high and they stand so proud. And when the bells all ring and the boys all sing for the lads as they take the crown. So don't be down and don't be in distress. We're dancing in the streets of TNS tonight, tonight. And don't be down and don't be such a mess. We're dancing in the streets of TNS tonight, tonight.
Against all the odds. Celebrations out of the pitch.
So don't be down and don't be in distress. We're dancing in the streets of TNS tonight, tonight.
If there is sufficient interest, anyone interested in travelling on it is asked to message michael.davis@tnsfc.co.uk or send a post to the TNS supporters page on Facebook as soon as possible, please, to register your interest. If there is enough interest for it to run, it would leave for Keele Parkhill Stadium at 5:30pm and pick up a B&Q of Wrexham at approximately 10 to 6. It would then leave crowdfunding those around 15 minutes after the final whistle, and the fare will be £10.
Then next Saturday, 11th of October, the first team are at home to Pennybont in the JD Cymru Premier here at the Parkhill Stadium with a 2:30pm kickoff. Looking ahead to Sunday, 12th of October, the New Saints women are at home to Swansea City in the Gennaro Adram Premier here at the Parkhill Stadium with a 2pm kickoff.
Then looking ahead to Saturday the 18th of October, some of you may have seen that the first team have been drawn away to Old Alexandra in the second round of the JV World Cup. However, please note the earlier kick-off time for that match of 2:00pm.
Looking ahead to Sunday, 19th of October, the New Saints women do not have a scheduled fixture at the moment.
Then on Friday the 24th of October, the first team are away to Granite Town in the JD Premier with a 7:45pm kick-off. It is hoped that some form of supporter travel might be running to this match if there is sufficient interest. Again, anyone interested in travelling on it is asked to message michael.davis@tnsfc.co.uk or send a post to the TNS supporters page on Facebook as soon as possible, please, to register your interest. If there is enough interest for it to run, the departure time is still to be confirmed and the fare will be within £10. Finally, on the picture front and looking ahead to Sunday the 26th of October, the New Saints women are away to Barrytown United in the Gennaro Agra Premier with a 2 o'clock PM kick-off. There is adult membership available for a cost of just £5. You would save 50% on your season ticket and not only get a free staff but unlock exclusive member perks including 20% off regular and event tickets, discounts at the club shop, meet and greet with players and special offers from club sponsors. So why not sign up today? Just log on to the fan page link on New Saints website and follow the link. There is also a junior membership scheme available. All junior members get free season tickets to all 16 of our home league games this season. You will also receive a free TNS t-shirt when you sign up and unlock loads of extras including 50% off regular and event tickets, discounts in the club shop, meeting with the players, stadium tours, mascot opportunities and monthly prize awards, to name but a few. All that for the cost of just £2. Yes, you heard that right, just £2. So why not sign up today? Just log on to the fan page link on the New Saints website and follow the link.
Welcome back, everybody, for the second half. Me and Heath are very excited, aren't we, to watch another half of football?
Yeah, I'm really excited. I really hope we get another goal and we don't concede.
Heath's message is very clear to the players: score more goals and don't concede. There's not much more you can ask in a football match than a clean sheet and a couple of goals. But we'll see, because Barrytown have been dangerous, haven't they, Heath, so far?
Yeah,
despite being 1-0 down.
Yeah, the defence have been real good, stopping all our passes, and they've stopped quite a lot of chances, but we've been solid in defence and great in up front.
And at the end of this match, as the sponsors of our Monty's Brewery, we'll be giving out a bottle of non-alcoholic gin, as Heath's mum will be listening and he'll be giving it out. I'll be giving them a 0% alcohol gin so Heath can hold it legally. So are you excited for your interviews at the end?
Yeah, I'm very excited for them.
So we are just waiting for the second half to get underway here, as we see. As we get the second half underway here, TNS had kick in the second half. Nice little bit of skill early on from Ben Clark to get it forward to Adam Wilson. Wilson tries to play it forward, but it deflects off of Keston Davis. But the ball's broke loose to Ken Charles. He goes back to Redmond. He didn't see the pass that was on for Ryan Brovel. As Danny Davis now drives into the box for TNS, gets it across goal. And it'll be the first corner of the game early on for the New Saints. The first corner of the second half, I should say, rather. Heath, what are you hoping to see from TNS in the second half?
Hoping to see great solid defending and hope to see a few more goals.
So, corner's taken quickly and short by Ryan Brobble. He receives the ball back, puts it back into the back stick. It's a bit too much on that. Ben Clark's done well to get something onto it, but the header is comfortably into the hands of George Radcliffe. And he goes long quickly, looking for Ian Owen. But the ball breaks away from him and is eventually back to Nathan Shepherd, who clears it first time on the volley for the New Saints. Michael George heads it back into the TNS half. Dominic Cornish brings it down. So Dan Williams goes forward. Keston Davis heads it back into midfield. Loose ball's eventually picked up by Ryan Wilmot for Barrytown, and now it's with Kavanagh. He turns, goes to Callum Sainty, the captain for Barry, to Wilmot. Wilmot first time out to Keston Davis. It's good play from Barry, this. Keston goes wide to Williams. Ellis Williams looks to drop his shoulder and get a ball into the box. He eventually does, but it's comfortably into the hands of Nathan Shepherd, who gets the play going quickly to Danny Redmond. He goes to Dan Williams at right back. Williams to Cornish. Back to Williams. And he comfortably goes back to the penalty spot to Maguire. Maguire goes forward looking for Ken Charles, but Richards is on that quickly into Hulbert's feet. Hulbert has a shot from distance, deflects off of Danny Redmond. Looks like he's going to go for a corner, but Danny Davis does well to get back there to put it out for a throw-in instead. So Michael George will put the ball into the box, but he puts way too much on the cross, and Dan Williams will be able to just get onto that and clear it. Instead he sees it out for a throw-in. And what do you think the main dangers are for TNS in the second half? I'd say a lot of the balls into the box that Barry are getting in. Would you say TNS needs to defend them a little bit better?
Yeah, there's quite been a lot in TNS's half, so I real hope they don't get a goal in here.
So now, free kick given away by Barrytown, taken quickly by Don Cornish for the New Saints, and Danny Davis will drive over the halfway line here. Ryan Brobble looks to keep it in. Michael George tries to see Brobble out, but he's given a corner away for the New Saints. So now it is a corner for the New Saints to be taken by Ryan Brobble. Brobble onto the front post, headed away by Sainty. Michael George looks to get it down, but he's given it to Adam Wilson. He plays it against Callum Sainty. It goes out for another corner. One thing I would say is that I think TNS are desperately missing their two top scorers today in Ben Wilson and Jordan Williams. In terms of the attacking side, what would you say, Heath? Do you think they're missing just that goal threat?
If they had them, I think we could have been up like 2 or 3-0 by now.
The corner's into the front post again, headed away by Sainty again, onto the edge of the box for Adam Wilson, gets it down, takes a few deflections into Harrison Maguire's feet, onto Danny Davis, tries to get his shot away, blocked by Margitson. It's back to the halfway line to Danny Redmond. Redmond, his clearance is blocked by Ian Owen, but the 50-50 looks to have been won by Redmond, but the referee deems it a foul by the TNS captain, and it'll be a free kick for Barrytown. So Kavanagh has it in midfield. Ryan Wilmot now. Wilmot clips it over the top, looking for the run of Williams. He gets it under control. Cuts past Dan Williams. Forced to go back to Wilmot now. He delivers a ball into the box. Maguire heads it away. Cornish gets on the second ball. His touch is loose though. Goes back to his goalkeeper. Shepherd plays it back to him and he plays it off of Wilmot. It's good goalkeeping from Nathan Shepherd there, isn't it? Good with his feet.
Yeah, real good there, but that was actually quite scary. I thought we were going to concede then.
So Heath doesn't really trust people playing out from the back. He told me he loves the Sean Dyche style of football. Route 1. But now TNS are on the break here, and it's a free pass into Ben Clark. Squares it onto Ken Charles. Can he score? And it is 2-0 to the New Saints. Ken Charles gets his second goal of the season. We're going to have to see a replay of that. There was a lot in the way there by cameras, but it looked like an assist from Ben Clark. The unselfish thing to do. He was found in space on the edge of the box, and instead of shooting, he decides to square it to Ken Charles, who gets his second goal in 3 games and a goal on his first start in the last couple of fixtures. So what do you think of this goal, Heath?
It was a great goal then. Keeper almost deflected it, but we're real lucky and it went straight in there.
And as you can see here, Ben Clark very, very unselfish to square it to Ken Charles. Just what do you think about that? Do you think it was really good play from Ben Clark not to shoot himself?
That was actually a real good play because, like I said before, we were just hitting and hoping, but now we're taking our time in it and passing it through, and we happily got a goal.
Look, brilliantly said there by Heath, our analyst for today. And it is 2-0 to the New Saints. And now they've just got that 2-goal cushion that the manager would have really wanted them to have in this second half, and they've got it early. And now they can start to play with a bit more freedom as the ball's up to Ken Charles again here. Up to Danny Davis. Davis puts it into the box. Ben Clark gets a touch onto it. It looked like a great save from George Ratcliffe. Really good ball into the box by, I think it was Danny Davis originally. Gets it to the back post. Ben Clark gets a touch onto it, but what a save from George Ratcliffe, isn't it, Heath?
That was a great save there, but real disappointed we didn't get another goal.
It's a great ball in. It's such a good save. It's more of a reaction save from George Ratcliffe. It's such goalkeeper's instinct there to put that past the post for a corner kick. So corner into the back post, headed away by Wilmot. Dan Williams picks up the second ball. Yaino in tracking him, takes a few deflections, and eventually it'll go through to George Ratcliffe. So Ratcliffe throws it short to Rhys Williams. And it's inside the midfield for Yaino, and he goes back to Kavanagh. Kavanagh out to Rhys Williams, being pressed by Dan Williams. Some superb news here on the gantry as Manchester United have scored again in their game versus Sunderland. As I said, Heath, you're not a Manchester United fan apparently, but we're very happy for them, aren't we? But the ball's given away by the New Saints. Yaino has the ball on the edge of the box now. Gets it out wide to Michael George, the overlapping right back. Inside to the midfield for Kavanagh. Now to Sainty. Sainty back to Margitson. TNS have done really well there, haven't they, Heath? Just to force Barry back.
Yeah, real good there. Barrytown have been playing pretty good this game, but we're pushing up in defence.
But Wilmot plays it down the wing onside Yaino, and it looked like he come from an offside position as Harrison Maguire will just hold him off. Really, really good defending from Maguire. Now, Nathan Shepherd clips it out wide to Dan Williams, but he's put too much on it, and it'll go out for a Barrytown throw in here on the left wing area for them. So now Rhys Williams is throwing. Now with Keston Davis, back to Williams. Being held up by Ben Clark. Williams does well to get past Clark, but he's still being held up by the number 19 for New Saints. Into Wilmot. Adam Wilson back quickly though, and now he'll drive past Wilmot, gets it inside to Danny Redmond. There's a ball onto the left wing, you can see it for Ryan Brobble. Brobble gets possession of the ball to go past Margitson. Lovely little nutmeg from Brobble, but Michael George is there to clear it eventually. How good was that individual skill there, Heath, from Ryan Brobble?
That was real good there. Just before that was a great through ball, but sadly it got tackled.
As we say that, TNS get the ball away here, and now Hulbert's on the break. He's got a one-on-one past Harrison Maguire. TNS getting back quickly though. Maguire's doing well here to hold up Hulbert on the right wing. to let his teammates get back, and he does well, Harrison Mackay, as he forces Barry to go backwards. Kavanagh looks to switch it onto Williams. So Williams breaks into the box for Barry. Gives the ball away though, and now Dan Williams for TNS can regain possession for the Tins as it's cleared by Ben Clark. Keston Davis has got a little bit of work to do here, and he does well to get it back to Ratcliffe, who goes short back onto Margitson. 56 minutes in here at the Park Hall Stadium. It is currently 2-0 to the New States thanks to goals from Jack Bodenham and Ken Charles. But Barry Town with a lovely bit of team build-up down the wing to Michael George, who puts the ball into the box, but eventually it goes through to Nathan Shepherd. Just how alert has Nathan Shepherd been in this game, Heath, just to come off his line and collect those crosses?
He's been real alert. Like before, in the first half, that he had some great saves and yeah, been playing really well.
So now to Danny Redmond. Redmond out wide to Dan Williams. Williams. Now it's back with Mackay. Mackay to Bodenham. Bodenham into midfield for Ben Clark on the half turn. Good turn from him onto Adam Wilson, who's got a bit of space to drive. Looks to drive past one too many though, he gives the ball away, and now Kavanagh picks it up for Barry Town. Kavanagh tries to get it back to Wilmot, but he gives the ball away, and TNS have possession once again. Now it's with Dan Williams in the centre circle for the New Saints. Bodenham. On to Danny Redmond. Redmond first time into midfield for Cornus. Cornus to Bodenham. He spreads it out wide onto Ryan Brobble on the left wing area for TNS. Being held up by Michael George. Looks to drive past his man, gets it into the box, but no one's there, and George Ratcliffe will come and claim it. What have you made of TNS's start to this second half, Heath? We're just approaching the 60th minute mark now, just 15 minutes into the second half. So what have you thought of their approach so far?
They've been quite good, but I think, like I've said before, they just need to slow down and stop hitting and hoping.
Ball over the top though by Redmond, looking for the run of Brobble, but Ratcliffe's off his line again. Quick goalkeeping from the Barry Town number 31. Now Ryan Brobble's free on the left wing, gets a shot away, and it's just over the bar. So unlucky from Ryan Brobble. Would have been a lovely individual goal. What did you think of that, Heath?
That was a great chance there. Sad it went over the bar. That would have been a perfect goal if it hadn't have gone straight over.
So goal kick from Barry here to Keston Davis. Inside to the midfield for Sainty. Sainty on to Michael George. Very attacking fullback, the number 2 for Barry Town as he drives forward here. Got a lot of green and white shirts round him though as he's forced back to Kavanagh in midfield, the number 10. And they've eventually gone all the way back to their goalkeeper. It just shows the how tight and compact TNS are out of possession, that Barry Town are repeatedly forced to go back to their goalkeeper from midfield. But now they found a little bit of space. Lovely touch from Ian Owen. Will look to use his pace away from Harrison Mackay, holds it up well. Owen forced to go to Williams. Williams goes into midfield where Richards has stepped up. Now Wilmot back to Williams. Williams plays a through ball onto Kavanagh's run, but he looked offside, and he is. So Harrison Mackay now. Just to come out of the back for TNS. So it's up down the right wing for Adam Wilson now. Looks to go one-on-one with Keston Davis. Gets it across the box. Good clearance from Margitson. Wilson gets onto the second ball though. Goes first time back to Dan Williams. Williams crosses it back into the box. Headed away by Richards. And the loose ball breaks to Harrison Mackay. Mackay into Cornus. You were saying earlier, Heath, that you wanted TNS to be a bit more patient in possession and less sloppy on the ball. Would you say they're doing it now? They're moving a lot more fluidly with the ball at feet.
I mean, it's been a bit of both. Like, they have kind of been just hitting it, but they've also have been quite patient this half as well.
And as Heath was just explaining, the better spell of possession from the New Saints. There's a foul on Adam Wilson, and now TNS have a free kick in a really dangerous area to put the ball into the box in the right wing. As we just see a substitution here for Barrytown. The number 9, Yain Owen, who's been their only real outlet so far in this game, is coming off just after 61 minutes in for the number 42, Wigley. So TNS decide not to put the ball into the box and instead go to Botherham on the halfway line. So TNS try and play the ball slickly here, and it's through to Adam Wilson on the edge of the box, trying to cut in and get his shot away. Does get his shot away, and it's just past the post. Really good effort from Adam Wilson. You can see how desperate he is for his first goal back after returning, can't you, Heath?
Yeah, real desperate there. Great opportunity, but sadly we couldn't get it in.
And there's also a substitute here for the New Saints, as the number 4 Dominic Cornish is coming off for the number 3 Jordan Marshall, who's returning from a long-term injury, so it's good to see him back onto the pitch. And you think there'll be a bit of a tactical change. You can see Danny Davis is going to go to right back, Jordan Marshall into left back, meaning that Dan Williams can push into his natural position as a number 8 in midfield. So Kavanagh out wide to Michael George, plays it forward looking for Hulbert. Harrison Mackay's on that though, goes back to his goalkeeper. Shepherd clears it, looking for the substitute Jordan Marshall. Bit of a hospital pass for his first touches of the ball, but he's done well, Marshall, the substitute, and now it's back into midfield for Dan Williams. Into his captain Redmond, goes first time to Mackay. Mackay up to Ben Clark, touches it inside to Dan Williams. Williams out wide to Jordan Marshall. And now TNS will be on their way. Botherham to Dan Williams. Spreads it to Davis. Davis first time on to Wilson, and now they have a bit of space. They've caught Williams out of position here. Wilson going up to Keston Davis, switches it on to Jordan Marshall's run. He'll look to deliver into the box now. Marshall headed away by Margitson. Holbert will look to get onto the second ball here. And Williams will clear for Barry. Only as far as the captain Redmond, who does well to deal with the pressure from Wigley. So, Mackay to Redmond. Redmond onto Wilson. Wilson plays it up the pitch for Danny Davis to deliver into the box. More up rather than out from Richards, but he'll get onto the second ball. And now it's back with Dan Williams for TNS. Out wide to Danny Davis, overlapping from right back. Now with Dan Williams. Played forward by Harrison Mackay, but intercepted by Wilmot. And now Mackay's out of position here as Wigley's made the run. Inside to Kavanagh. Michael George overlapping from the right-hand side, but they've just taken too much time on the ball here, haven't they? Heath, just letting TNS get back. I think Barrytown aren't quick enough in their possession. But now it's with Wigley. Wigley to Williams. Williams back to Keston Davis. Davis tries to play a through ball onto Holbert, but it goes through to Shefford. And like I was saying, Heath, do you think Barry Town are just now starting to do what TNS were in the first half and force the issue? They're not really picking their passes right.
Nah, not really anymore. But like I've been saying, they've had great defence. Even though we've scored 2, they've still had great defence. But now they've just sort of stopped focusing on trying to score.
So Radcliffe clears it up the pitch, looking for the flick on from Holbert, but no one's there. Now they've taken Yai and Owen off. You just think they're going to lack a little bit of pace in the final third, don't you, Heath?
Yeah.
Now it's on to Dan Williams. Williams to Danny Davis. Davis out wide to Adam Wilson, who's been dangerous in the second half so far. Puts a ball into the box. It's bouncing everywhere, but it's eventually going to be taken away by Michael George. George to Holbert. Holbert to Sainty. Sainty driving forward, back onto Holbert. Holbert through to Wigley. Looked offside, but referee says no, and now Wigley's into the TNS box. Step over, cuts inside, gets a shot away. Good save from Nathan Shepherd. And you said earlier, Heath, that Nathan Shepherd made a really good save in the first half. Was that one better or not?
I mean, this one was pretty good, but the save on the first time, that was just spectacular, a real good save. So I think the first half was fair.
Now the ball's with Ben Clark in the box, leaves it for Dan Williams to shoot, and that's why Dan Williams doesn't shoot much from the edge of the box. So it'll be a goal kick for Barry Town. So Ryan Wilmot now in possession for Barry Town. Wilmot back to Keston Davis. Davis onto Williams. Williams inside to Wigley. Wigley being pressed by the captain Redmond. Looks like he's just clipped him on the way through, but Wigley still has possession of the ball, so the advantage is played. He goes out wide to Michael George. George cuts it back to Kavanagh. His ball first time into the box. It's cleared by Danny Davis. Dan Williams gets it up to the halfway line for Ken Charles to hold off Richards. Good play from the number 9. Now it's out wide to Adam Wilson, who's got loads of space to drive into on the right wing for the New Saints. Cuts past Keston Davis, but eventually gives the ball away to Wilmot. Dan Williams is on the loose ball though. Heath, in this second half, there's been a lot of joy down the right-hand side for the New Saints, but do you think the number 77, Adam Wilson, is just trying to force the issue a little bit too much, as you can tell he's desperate for his first goal back?
Yeah, I can tell he really wants to goal, just pushing straight up there, but like, he just needs to take it slow, try and get open for a pass and get an open goal.
So Davis back to the halfway line for Maguire. So the ball's with Ben Clark in midfield. Plays a first-time reverse ball out to Adam Wilson, but he gets the ball into the box, chested back to his goalkeeper by Margison. Good defending from the number 5. So the ball's played long by Barry onto the run of Wigley. He's going to get there first ahead of Maguire as well. So it's with Wilmot now. Wilmot to Holbert. Holbert back to Wilmot. Wilmot to Williams. So now it's with Davis to Kavanagh. Played forward to Wigley, but he's offside. So it'll be a free kick for the New Saints. two substitutions here for the New Saints. The number 18, Rory Holden, is on for the number 19, Ben Clark, and number 37, the on loan Cardiff City man, Isaac Jeffries, is on for number 8, Ryan Brovel. I apologise, I've been corrected by Heath. He told me that Brovel hasn't come onto the pitch. It was Ken Charles that's come off instead. So TNS decided not to play with a natural number 9. And I've just lost my job to Heath for correcting me as well. So swings and roundabouts. Rory Holden looks to win the flick on, but Richards gets there first as Jordan Marshall plays it back to Jack Bothenham. 19 minutes left here at Parkhall. It is still 2-0 to the New Saints thanks to goals from Ken Charles and Jack Bothenham. Brovel tries to play a first time back heel into the run of Dan Williams, who then clotheslines Keston Davis. In all fairness, compared to the height difference of those two, I don't think Keston Davis should be going down that easily. But now the balls with Williams. He goes back to Wilmot. Wilmot goes back to his goalkeeper, Radcliffe. Radcliffe looks for the overlapping run of Michael George, but Marshall just eases him out of the way and wins a throw-in for the New Saints. So now with Isaac Jeffries on the halfway line. What was your score prediction before the game, Heath?
2-1.
So far it's on. We hope we don't concede, but Heath might have a magic ball and get it right here. As the ball's played long, looking for Rory Holden, headed down by Richards. Margetson gets it out wide to Michael George. Looked like a handball from Michael George as he's just played a 1-2 with his arm, but the referee says no. And it's up to the halfway line for Wigley, but Jordan Marshall does well just to ease that out and win a throw-in. It looks like some more substitutions here. This time for the away side, as number 8 Richards is coming on for the number 10 Kavanagh, and the number 19 Bernard is also coming on, but we're yet to see for who. Josh Bernard, the number 19, is going to be coming on for the number 21 Williams. So Bernard and Richards on for Barrytown. Richards got injured very early on in the reverse fixture of this, the number 8. Picked up an injury in the opening 15 minutes or so and had to be forced off, so good to see him back on the pitch. Shepherd's clearance is loose and Wigley's got a shot on goal here, but luckily hasn't connected with it well, and it'll go out for a goal kick. Heath, do you think Nathan Shepherd just took too much of a risk there trying to play out from the back like you said earlier?
Yeah, it was a massive risk, but to be honest, that was nowhere near going in.
So the ball's with Jordan Marshall, gets it up to Isaac Jeffries. 1-2 between them two. Really good play as well, as Ryan Brovel can release Ben Clark down the right side now. He's being held up by Keston Davis. Switches it on to Isaac Jeffries now. Jeffries into the box, gets his shot away. It's a great save, but Ben Clark will tap it in, and it is 3-0 to the New Saints. Wow, what a team goal that was from the New Saints. The original shot was from Isaac Jeffries, a substitute, looking to get his first goal at home for the New Saints, but Ratcliffe's save originally looked good, but he's powered it straight into the path of Ben Clark, who just taps it in with the easiest goal of his career, and it is 3-0 to the New Saints. Looking at this replay, what did you think of that, Heath?
It was a great goal then, but he hit it out, but we were just there. We went straight in.
So Ben Clark in the right place at the right time for you, yeah?
Yeah, perfect place there.
And we have a special guest in the gantry, our videographer Deck, who never says anything on camera. So, Deck, what did you think of that goal?
It's a bit of a tap-in for Ben Clark, but as you say, he's in the right place at the right time.
And that is the first and only time any of you TNS viewers will hear Deck's voice. If you scroll back about 8 months ago, you'll see a really nervous Deck doing an interview with Danny Redmond about Goal of the Month. If all of you can just go and comment on that and just tell him how proud you are of him. So, So, now it's with Harrison Mackay. Mackay to Danny Davis. Good interception from the substitute Bernard though, and it'll go out for a TNS throw-in. 15 minutes left of this game. It is 3-0 to the New Saints. It's gone from a very close game in the first half to a very comfortable scoreline for the New Saints, as Ben Clark looks to press the goalkeeper who clears it up the pitch. Ball's gone all the way through. Mackay's got something to deal with here. He does well. Hulbert will continue to press the goalkeeper, but Heath, how much better do you think that TNS have been in this second half compared to their performance in the first?
They've been real good, but like I haven't seen much of them in defence because we just had the ball up there all the time, and happily we got 2 goals this half.
And the ball's played long by Harrison Mackay onto Danny Davis, headed away by Keston Davis. Now Bernard will look to get on the loose ball, but Ben Clark's there first to get it up the pitch. Up the wing now. Davis puts it into the box. It's going to break loose at the back stick, but Richards, the substitute, is there for Barry to clear it away. Hulbert plays it against Redmond, and it'll go out for a throw-in. What do you think has gone wrong for Barry here, Heath? Do you think TNS have been just too good in this second half, or do you think there's been any individual errors?
Right, I mean, their defence still has been real solid, but we've improved quite a lot from the first half and been pressing, slowing down a bit, taking our time, and then getting quite good open goals.
Completely agree with you, Heath. I think TNS have just gone up a gear in this second half, especially in the last 15 minutes or so. I don't think Barry Town have particularly played badly, but I think TNS have just had too much for them in the end of this game. As we just hit the 78th minute here at Park Hall Stadium, it looks like TNS are on their way for the 7th win in a row in all competitions. Bodenham spreads it out wide to Davis. He gets it up to Rory Holden. There's a free ball on if you can see it. Plays it down the line to Ben Clark. He'll deliver first time into the box, but Margitson's there to clear it. And originally the pass was on for Ryan Brobble. You just didn't see it originally. As Keston Davis clears it up to the halfway line. Bodenham's touch is loose, but Mackay will pull him out of any trouble that was going to form from that mistake, as Marshall comes away with it onto Isaac Jeffries. Jeffries cuts in side from the left wing, but it's cleared by Keston Davis again. Bodenham will just see it back to Harrison Mackay. Mackay first time into midfield for Redmond. Redmond plays a 1-2 with Holden. Now it's with Dan Williams. Williams to Danny Davis. Now it's with Jack Bodenham. Bodenham out to Danny Davis. So Jordan Marshall now coming over the halfway line in his left back role. Inside to Danny Redmond. Redmond, lovely skill to get away from. Looked like Wiggly it was. Danny Davis plays it first time down the right wing for Ryan Brobble, who's being held up by Wilmot. Has enough time to get the ball into the box though. No one's there. And it's going to bounce to Sainty now, the captain for Barry Town. Goes back to Michael George. George to Margitson. Margitson on to Keston Davis. Now back to Ryan Wilmot. Wilmot into Hulbert. Now it's back with Wilmot. Now it's back with Margitson. Back to Richards. Richards back to Margitson, who goes over the top, looking for the run of Wiggly. Jack Bodenham's tracked it well. Still got a little bit to do, Jack Bodenham, but he gets it back to his goalkeeper. And however, it's given away by Nathan Shepherd. Luckily, TNS clear. And as you said, again, Heath, just giving the ball away at the back, TNS. They're lucky to get out of that again, aren't they?
Yeah, we've just been solid in the defence. Like you said, we've just gone up a gear. Been great. Solid in the defence, solid up front.
So throw in the TNS half, taken by Jordan Marshall into Bodenham's feet. You can just see that third goal has really taken the wind out of the Barrytown sails, hasn't it, Heath?
Yes.
As it's back with Danny Davis. Davis to Maguire, Maguire back to Davis. He goes inside to Rory Holden. Holden to Maguire. Now it's with Redmond, who can drive forward for the New Saints. Looks to be a shot on goal here. Instead, he plays it out wide to Jordan Marshall. Back to the edge of the box for Isaac Jeffries. Jeffries gets his shot away. What a goal that is from Isaac Jeffries. And it is 4-0. And Jeffries goes and gets his third goal of the season and his first goal ever at the Park Hall Stadium. Wow, Heath, just how good of a finish was that from Isaac Jeffries?
That was such a good goal there. I'm surprised we've gone 4-0 up. My score prediction was 2-1, but I'm running away. 4-0. Great score.
A great man can admit when he's wrong, Heath. You thought it'd be a closer game, but TNS have really ran away with it in the last 20 minutes, haven't they?
Yeah, they've just gone 3 goals in the last half. It's been great.
But what a finish that is from Isaac Jeffries. The ball was originally cut back, looking for Rory Holden. Jeffries took it off of his feet, and you think the chance is gone. Rolls it back onto his left foot and smashed it high into the roof of the net or the near post. Goalkeeper, no chance. And that is 4-0 to the New Saints. And Isaac Jeffries goes and gets his first goal at Park Hall Stadium for the New Saints. Keston Davis out to Bernard. Bernard now, the substitute left back for Barry. Gives the ball away, but Wilmot picks up the pieces. Richards out to Margitson. So Wilmot. Wilmot to Davis. Davis back to Wilmot. So there has been 2 substitutes from the New Saints. The number 24, Jack Nadine, is on. And the number 2, Jacob Owen, is also on, who's come on for the number 22, Danny Davis, and Jack Nadine replaces Ryan Brobble, who's played really well today. Brobble, do you think how dangerous has Ryan Brobble been for the New Saints? Just his skills and his creativity today.
He's been real good with that goal as well. He's just been solid today. Been great.
Ryan Brobble played a big part in the first goal for the New Saints, putting the ball in. Do you think that was the pivotal moment in this game?
It was real good, but this half we've probably gone and scored 3 goals. Real good.
Also been a double substitution for Barrytown, as the number 14 Smith is on for the number 22 Ollie Hulbert, and the number 23 Daniel Barton has also come on. I didn't see who he came off for, but I'm sure we'll get confirmation in a second from our very loud tannoy system. That's those 2. So Danny Redmond now turns in midfield. Nasty challenge from him on the substitute, Daniel Smith, but referee had blown up for a foul beforehand, I think. Yes, he does. Redmond gets away with it.
Confirmation of the double substitution by Barrytown United in the 84th minute. First of all, number 23, Daniel Barton, has gone on to replace number 7, Bobby Wilmot.
So just confirmation there. Barton, the number 23, has come on for the number 7, Wilmot, for the away side. As we just start to approach the last 5 minutes of this game now, Jacob Owen cuts it inside to Dan Williams. Williams inside to Redmond. Redmond out to Jordan Marshall. Marshall to Jack Nadine, the substitute. Back to Marshall. Now it's with Isaac Jeffries. Jeffries to Redmond. Redmond onto Rory Holden. Clipped over the top by Dan Williams. Brought down by Jacob Owen. Now Rory Holden coming away with the ball. Bounces back to Nathan Shepherd, the TNS goalkeeper. To Bodenham to Jordan Marshall. Marshall inside to Ben Clark. His touch is loose and intercepted by Barry. Played it to Quigley, but his touch is loose again, and Redmond will get onto it. And you just have to say how much better have TNS been this second half as we approach the end of this game. They've just been utterly dominant, haven't they, Heath?
They've been real good with them 3 goals. They've been solid in defence, not conceding any, and hopefully we stay that way and get a clean sheet.
Now the ball's with Jacob Owen. Owen goes back to Maguy. Back to Jacob Owen. Owen back to Maguy. Now it's with Bodenham. Now Danny Redmond plays the ball over the top, looking for Jordan Marshall's run, and he finds him as well. Ball just holds up in the turf there for Marshall. Forced to go into Isaac Jeffries. Plays it back to Marshall. Sliding challenge from Michael George, and it's eventually ushered out for a corner by Callum Sainty as we approach the 87th minute of this game. Corner will be taken by Isaac Jeffries. Short to Jack Nadine, back to Jeffries. Jeffries inside to Williams. Williams to Nadine. Out wide to Jordan Marshall on the touchline. He goes back to Nadine. Nadine to Jeffries. First time back to Jack Nadine. It's really good play by TNS here to get out of that corner. Now it's with Jacob Owen. Owen out to Holden. Holden down the line for Dan Williams. Williams puts it to the edge of the box. So, just as you can hear the announcement there, the man of the match, the Henstone Distillery man of the match is our number 14, Dan Williams, who will be having an interview with our new commentator Heath, as Heath is going to be taking my job. Did it with me? So, clearance by TNS is loose and straight through to Ratcliffe as we hit the last 90 seconds of this game. Yet to see how much added time is going to be put on by the referee. As Ratcliffe's goal kick goes out for a throw-in on the far side for TNS. So, Jacob Owen with the throw-in here for TNS in the right-back area. Inside to Nadine. Nadine back to Owen. Owen first time to Maguy. And he goes back to Shepherd. Shepherd onto Jordan Marshall. He goes into midfield for Redmond. Redmond back to Marshall. So, Jacob Owen onto Maguy. Maguy back to Owen. Owen out to Bodenham. Bodenham up the pitch for Jordan Marshall. Now it's with Nadine. Nadine to Marshall as we hit the last 5 seconds of normal time, and that is it here. No added time. It is full time at Parkhall Stadium. TNS 4, Barrytown 0. What did you think of that game?
That was a great game there. I'm real happy for TNS. 1 goal in the first half when I'd defence. We were letting a few chances in, but like in the second half, we just completely improved. Defence was solid. Went straight for the goal. Got loads in. Took our time. Like I said, we weren't hitting an open. We took our time, and like I was saying, that made us got 3 goals in the second half.
I can't give any better analysis than Heath there. So it finishes TNS 4, Barrytown 0. I hope everybody else has a lovely Saturday, and that is goodbye from me and Heath.
Safe journey home. Thank you and enjoy the rest of your weekend!
And when the old boys shout out loud, heads held high and they stand so proud. And when the bells all ring and the boys all sing for the lads as they take the crown. So don't be down and don't be in distress. We're dancing in the streets of TNS tonight, tonight. And don't